So again, thank you for joining us for the City Talk panel discussion for automotive careers in city government. This is brought to you by the Office of Citywide Equity and Inclusion. And I am here today with Mr. Reed Gavisker. Mr. Reed, did you want to say a couple of words before we get started?
Yes, thank you, Stacy. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Gavaskar Reed from New York City Department of Education. I want to extend our gratitude, our thankfulness. Thank you so much for joining us today, and especially welcome to the automotive students, recent graduates, automotive educators. And I noticed on this webinar, we're close to 100 people now. I see that we have a number of other guests, job seekers, and industry partners. Welcome to you as well. Special shout out to Keith and John and George, Kadian, Raymond, Robert, Sue, Stacy, Kadian, the rest of the DCAS crew. I have a little bit of bars going on there. Thank you so much. And to the DCAS team, you've helped to keep the Department of Education afloat, especially the career and technical education universe. So thank you so much for that ongoing partnership. When I was a kid and my parents first came to the United States, one of the first jobs that my dad ever had was working within the automotive industry. He was working with Discount Auto Parts, and I remember he used to try to teach me some of the terminologies and how to maintain and troubleshoot my vehicle. And it's not until I became an adult that I gained a deeper appreciation of the intelligence and the skillfulness that's needed to become a technician. If I could go back in time and be a teenager again, I would definitely enroll in an automotive education program because the world is at your fingertips. The industry is evolving. And what I've noticed in my years of being an educator and in my years of being in workforce development is that there's sometimes a disconnect between the classroom and what goes on in industry. And I know a lot of students and graduates and other job seekers on this call, you may be wondering, I studied automotive technology, how do I get a job with the city? Well, hopefully today we will add some clarity to your understanding so that you can see that there's a specific process in place. And to the students on this call, I want you to please demonstrate humility, patience, and perseverance. This is not something where you just drop off your resume and then see you later, somebody calls you. There's a specific process in place. I know a lot of us are used to instant gratification where you just do something 1, 2, 3 and see the results. But when it comes to applying for city jobs, whether it's NYPD or Department of Transportation or any of these public sector jobs, there's this particular process in place that you have to abide by. So hopefully this will be a very, very informative and relevant session for you. And again, thank you all for joining, and I'm going to turn it back over to you, Stacy.
Thank you so much for that inspirational wording right there. I almost found myself switching over careers. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Just want to give you a little bit of what we're going to be discussing, but honestly, I cannot top that very inspirational thing that Mr. Reed just said. So thank you so much for that. Today, we're going to also dive into a little bit about New York City at a glance.